What I'm going to show you in this video is how to use Git to push and pull changes to your team on your master container on the Stratus 5 platform. So basically from previous videos you'll remember that each team has a repository where it's located, and that can be accessed via SSH, FTP, or directly from a browser to the WordPress admin console. So if I go to my WordPress admin console, you'll see that this is my master container, and the team that I have on this container is the Altitude team activated. So you'll see here we use a plugin called Revisor to integrate to Git. So basically all the containers on the Stratus 5 platform come pre-configured with the Git client. When I go into Revisor, I can see where I can set up my remote access to my Git repository. So basically that's you just enter your Git repository URL in here, and here's my Git repository on GitHub here. So this is my WordPress demo container with all my plugins, all my themes, etc. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a change to one of our plugins. So I'm going to go to the plugin section. I have a plugin called Stratus 5, and I'm going to make a simple edit. So basically I'm going to go to readme.txt and just write some text in there and then update this file. You'll see then when I go back to Revisor, it's going to tell me that there are currently one untracked files on my branch, which is the one I just changed. So it's going to tell me, give me the option to commit this to save it to my my GitHub repository. So I'm just going to put in some comments, and then I'm going to commit those changes. Once my changes are committed, I can go back to the Revisor dashboard and I'll see that there's a change that I can push to my repository. I'm going to click push that change. That was successful. So when I go back to my WordPress here and I refresh, it's going to tell me that a change was made and it was committed here. If I click on it, I can see the text that was added to that file. Okay, so I've successfully pushed a change to my plugin. Now I can go back to my plugin again, and I can go into the plugin that I have, my S5 Cloud plugin, and you'll see here if I click on this, that's the change that I made. So I'm going to edit this file again. And I'm going to commit these changes. So again, now I'm in Git. So now I'm gonna see how I can pull these. I go back to Revisor, refresh my screen, and you'll see here it's come up that there is one pull change available. Just a little slow to come up. So once I click pull change, it says OK. And it says it's successfully pulled from the origin 1 minute ago, and this is the change I just made. And this is the information here. If I double click, I can say a simple edit made from this file. And here made a new change is the change that I just added. So again, this is how to pull and push from your Git repository using the Revisor plugin. And some of the additional settings that you can have here, which are interesting, are that from my remote repository, I can specify to automatically push or pull any changes. So if I make any changes to my plugin from my Git repository or from anywhere else and it's checked in, I can have it automatically pulled to my master container here. So once I'm happy with the changes that I've made and my pushes and my pulls, from Git I can go back to my master container, I can click save, and after I do that I'll be able to release it to live, and now any of those changes that I've made are going to be deployed for all my in customers when they register for my service.